Well, guys, what would have you done if you were a slave and then you were saved? You saw that you could cross the ocean. There's all this opened up. The most evil man was behind you and he drowned. What would you have done? Would you have been so grateful towards Allah? Or what would you have done? So now this is what Bani Israel did. So let's try not be like them, yeah? So now they arrived to across the ocean. And they're like, oh Musa, we're hungry. What are we going to eat? Prophet Musa made dua. Allah sent down manna and salwa. Fruits from heaven straight. All they had to do was just look up and food would come. How easy was that? And they kept asking, Musa, can we have this? Musa, can we have that? Musa, we want this. Musa, I'm tired. Musa, Musa. And Prophet Musa is like, oh Allah, what do I do? And then one day they asked Prophet Musa, you know what? We need a government. We need something that tells us what we should do, so we don't have to ask you all the time, right? I know you're getting tired of all these questions. So Allah arranged for a meeting between Prophet Musa and himself on the Mount Sinai. So Prophet Musa went up there for 30 days. He was fasting there for 30 days. Then on the 30th, he made miswak. Allah said, you know, Prophet Musa, I love the breath of a person who's fasting. Like us, we're fasting. Allah loves our breath when we're fasting. You know, fast for another day and then speak to me. That's what Allah SWT said to Prophet Musa. So now Prophet Musa speaks to Allah SWT and Allah gives him the book, the Torah. The Torah. Now, this is the book of the Bani Israel. Like we have our Quran, they have their Torah. And Prophet Musa is on his way down. And guess what Bani Israel does? They're waiting 40 days. Like, man, is Prophet Musa really coming back? He's been up there. I don't know what he's doing up there. Probably having a good old time. Probably forgotten all about us. Hey, and we got all this jewelry. You know what? Let's make our own God. You know, because Musa's not coming back. I've never seen his God. You know, he talks about this Allah, 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 but I don't see any Allah. Let's make our own God. So now what they did, remember they stole all of that gold from before they left? They melted up and they made it into a calf, into a little cow, baby cow. And they made a little hole in the cow so that when wind would come through, go moo. And they're like, yep, definitely alive. You know what? Let's all worship this golden calf because it makes sense. You know, it's going moo, so let's all go and worship it. Now all this Bani Israel forgot that Allah just saved them. Saved them, crossed the ocean split up, Fir'aun dead. Prophet Musa comes down and says, you guys, what are you doing? You forget so quickly. And here's the book, there's your book. Take your book, read your book. This is what Allah is telling you to do. Prophet Musa destroyed the golden calf. And because of that, now, the Bani Israel, because they were so ungrateful, they were wandering around the desert, walking around for 40 years until that generation who was so ungrateful passed away. Allah doesn't want a generation of ungrateful people to remain. So Allah changed them with their children who inshallah will remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But there's more to this story and you'll have to find out another day. Ooh, I wonder what prophet we are going to learn about next time.